have to be your biggest advocate. You can never let anyone advocate for you more than you're advocating for yourself. If this person over here is advocating for you, you advocate for yourself 100 times harder, okay? 100 times harder. What's up, everybody? My name is Julian, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I never in my life ever thought that I would be making a video about me getting into Yale. Before we go any further, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my page for more videos like this. Never thought I would even get into Yale or any schools like it. And that's one thing that, I want y'all to take in this video is that the possibilities are limitless, okay? You don't have any limits. The only limitation that you should have is yourself, okay? And once you break that down, it's over with. Okay, so the first tip that I have to help you get into Yale or schools like Yale is to have confidence in yourself, okay? And I know you may be saying that's very basic, but it really isn't, okay? Your confidence can have a very big impact on how well you portray yourself on your college applications, and that's one of the most important pieces of the college application, how well you portray yourself. You have to be your biggest advocate, okay? I don't care if your teacher loves you, your guidance counselor loves you, you have to be your biggest advocate. You can never let anyone advocate for you more than you're advocating for yourself. If this person over here is advocating for you, you advocate for yourself 100 times harder, okay? 100 times harder. I'm a very humble person myself, so I was never the type of person to, really acknowledge how big the things I've accomplished are. But when I was thinking about the things that I achieved, during high school and during the summer for my college application, I realized, I was like, wow, like you've done so many big things that most people don't even know are possible for high schoolers to do, things that I myself didn't even know were possible for high schools to do. So I think that's really important to really advocate for yourself and acknowledge like how many wonderful things you've done, because if you talk yourself up on your application, that can only make your application so much better. So again, never, ever, ever let anyone advocate for you more than you're advocating for yourself, okay? Never do it, okay? If they advocate for you, you advocate 100 or 1,000 times harder, okay? That can only make your application so much better. It'll really allow you to shine more, okay? And now for my second tip on how you can get into schools like Yale and other schools on that tier is using your summers very, 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 very wisely, okay? I know that it's kind of hard going into high school and you see your friends kind of slacking off during the summer. You might want to get that summer job, make some extra money, but sometimes that's not the best choice. Sometimes the things you want the most aren't the best for you, but that's life, okay? Definitely utilize your summers to help build your application up and make you a stronger applicant overall, and also just to explore your passions. If you're interested in going to medical school, then try to intern with healthcare professions. If you want a career in research, then join a research lab. If you're interested in finances, then intern with the bank. There are so many opportunities out there that you can find. You just have to look for them. You have to be willing to seek those opportunities out. They're not just going to come to you. That's not how life works. They're not going to just run up to you and knock on your door. You have to knock on their door, okay? That's one of the biggest things that I felt like made me a stronger applicant with some of these top tier schools. During high school, one of the summers, I actually had the opportunity to intern in a research lab at the University of Illinois at Chicago. I was in a lab that focused on prostate cancer. And you may be thinking, wow, like I never thought that a high schooler could actually intern in the lab that focuses on cancer, or a lab in general, a college level lab, a post-bac level lab. It's possible, okay? Don't ever think that it's not possible. Again, like I said earlier, you have to be willing to go out and seek those opportunities out. I wasn't sitting on the couch waiting for other people to find the opportunities for me. I went and found them myself. And with that said, I think that the research that I did during high school showed the college admissions counselors that I was passionate about something. I was passionate about healthcare. and healthcare disparities. So I feel like that kind of showed the colleges that I was exploring my passions in high school. I feel like they can only guess that I would explore those in college too. And they want students like that. They want students who explore their passions, who are hardworking, who are dedicated to something. Do you think Yale or one of the other Ivy Leagues would want a student who laid on the couch all day during the summer and ate M&Ms? Or a student who went out and applied themselves, is dedicated to something, is passionate about something? I don't know. Now for tip number 3. So another piece of advice that I have to help you get into schools like Yale and other schools on that tier is to be genuine, okay? Be genuine and sometimes even be vulnerable in your personal statement. One of the most underrated pieces of advice I heard while I was getting advice from like mentors and people like that during the college search process was to be vulnerable and be genuine, okay? I know it may seem simple, it may sound simple, like duh, who else can I be myself? Okay, so you can take advice from other people on things that help them get into college, but never ever try to portray yourself as being like that person, okay? There are so many different unique people that get into amazing schools, okay? Everyone is different. Be yourself on your application, give yourself in real life, right? Okay, then be yourself on the application. I've talked to so many admissions counselors, and they've told me that it's really like refreshing to see like the unique things about people. Like if you can juggle, if you can balance M&Ms on your head, I don't know, if you can drink a water bottle in one gulp, like those are the types of things that wake them up. Because if you think about it, they're sitting there reading hundreds of applications a day. Come on now. They don't want to see that everyone worked in a research lab like me, or that everyone was the president of the National Honor Society. They don't want to see that everyone was a track star. They don't want to see that everyone enjoys bowling, okay? Be yourself, okay? Because that's really what will make you shine at the end of the day. You want to be memorable, okay? You don't want to just be someone else in the midst of everyone else. You want to stand out. So what better way to stand out than being yourself? That's what you do in real life, right? And then the personal statement is just a place for them just to get to know you and who you are. Again, like I said, going back to your uniqueness. Everyone is unique. I don't care what you think about yourself. You're unique, okay? Trust me, you're unique. Yeah, that's just a place for the colleges to get to know you, who you are, what you like, the things you've gone through in life, the things that you've stumbled with, the things that maybe have inhibited your growth a little bit, the things that you've overcome. You can talk about how resilient you are. I don't know. Just talk yourself up, like I said. Be confident. Be your own advocate. That's going back to tip number 1 if you remember that. The personal statement can tell them who you are outside of your grades. Anybody I've ever mentored or talked to in high school, I've always told them this one thing. You are not your grades, okay? Now, I know that you're still going to stress about it. Me telling you this isn't going to help. I get it, because, again, I was in your situation. But you are not your grades, okay? You are so much more than that, and all you have to do is portray that, and then you're set. Now, with all that said, here's tip number 4. Now, I know that I kind of jumped over the academic piece because I didn't really want to focus on that, because I know y'all hear a lot of that already. Let me say this. You're not your grades, okay? Now, with that said, your grades are still important. Your academics are still important. Your test scores are still important. But they're not what defines you. What will give you a better chance at getting into schools like Yale and the Ivy Leagues is to have good grades and have good test scores. So make sure you absorb everything that I said earlier about just you in general away from your grades, but still try your hardest to make yourself as competitive as possible academically, okay? So don't think that just being unique will get you into college. You still want to try your hardest, okay? To get those A's, to get those B's, to get 1300s, 1400s, I don't know. I haven't been in high school in 2 years. I like that was that long ago. But yeah, just, focus on your personal aspects, but also make sure that you're preparing yourself to even go into college. And now for the final tip, tip number 5. Never let anyone talk you out of applying to certain schools, okay? I've seen this so many times where people have come to me telling me, oh, my guidance counselor told me I couldn't get into Yale. Oh, my guidance counselor told me I couldn't get into Rice. Oh, my teacher told me I'm not competitive enough to get into Yale University. Listen. You can get into anywhere that you put your mind to, okay? Schools look for different things. Guidance counselors know a lot, teachers know a lot, but only you know what you're capable of, okay? Only you know what you're capable of. Never let anyone put you down or tell you that you're not good enough to get into a college, you're not academically strong enough to get into a college, your application isn't strong enough to get into a college. Apply where you want to apply and see. And then once you get into those schools, it's gonna mess them up in the head because they gonna know that they was wrong from the start for telling you that in the first place. So, those are my 5 pieces of advice to help you get into schools like Yale and the other Ivy Leagues. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my page for more videos like this. I kind of want to focus my page on, mentoring younger students my age who are entering college. And then I'm also going to take you all on my journey into medical school in 2 years. It's like I just kind of want to be a virtual mentor to someone. Even if I'm able to impact one life, I feel like I've done my due diligence. I love helping people, and as cliche as that may sound, I mean, that's just me. That's who I am. I like helping people. I've never been the type of person to gain wisdom, gain knowledge, and hide it for myself. I don't feel like that's fair to anyone else. For me to just not share my tools to success, because at the end of the day, it won't hurt me. It will only help somebody. So that's all for this video. Thank you all, and have a wonderful day.